It's showtime.
Welcome into the SEC Pub.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's the SEC Pub. I am Dale. With me this week, we got Chili Will in the building. What's up, Will? We got the villain Jake in the building. What's up, Jake?
No, I'm not playing. I wouldn't do that to you, Dale. How you doing tonight?
All right, all right.
I wanted to do it, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
And of course, we got the
No
coach
conviction.
in the building. Coach Lee, what's up?
What's the damn deal, Dale?
Yes, yes. I appreciate you not letting me hang, unlike this damn Florida fan.
He said,
This damn Florida fan.
Like
I swear.
Castro did Brett Favre. You ain't getting no love.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, we had a lot of stuff go on in college football. This week, we're gonna get all into this today. So let me get rid of this little slide here, and we can get started, man. Oops. Let's go here and present. Yes, there we go. All right. So now the news of the day just came down shortly, just a little while ago, and that was that UNC has officially hired Bill Belichick, the GOAT, as coach. And then to kind of compound that, Bill Belichick also hired Mike Lombardi as the GM. So we've got a team in place in North Carolina. Give me you guys' thoughts, man. Let's start with Jake. What you think about this?
I love that Bill Belichick is back into coaching. That is literally all I have to say about it. I can't wait to see what cast of characters he gets down there to coach with them, and it's going to be exciting next year to see what he does.
All right. Will, another former Patriot, another Patriot fan, I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing formal about it, partner. Yeah, this is going to be great. I love this little 3-year plan they got going on for however they play it out. But, yeah, I look forward to seeing if he could he's mastered one game. Can he do it on this level with NIL? And it's funny, the more it became like the pros, all the college guys want to get up out of there, all the old school dudes. But now the pro coaches are willing to come down now because they're pro coaches and it's a pro type league now. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really cool if he builds like a really good program at UNC football.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
So, I think he can do it.
Coach, you're the coach. Can this coach really go to college and make it work?
Yes, Bill Belichick will be allowed to pretty much cheat without a salary cap.
Okay.
But I think this is just going to solidify it. His legacy was already intact. But this actually, if you thought he couldn't do anything else, if he goes here and he's successful here this late in his career, and just puts him on the upper echelon, it's going to be Bill and then everybody else.
I tell you for sure, if he's successful at UNC, all of the talk about Saban has to go away, right? Like,
No.
the GOAT.
No.
He did it at both levels. Saban didn't do it at the pro level.
No.
Okay.
No. Saban right now, if you think Belichick is the GOAT for NFL, Saban's right there right now for college.
Okay.
Just what he did. And you got to think this year he left and the drop off was immediate.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy though, because they're really cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're all from that same tree, right? Him and Saban. Same tree.
I see what Dale was saying is basically in the overall, like, not
As coaches, head coaches.
Oh, go coach.
not counting the league you're in, just in
Yeah.
general, coaches. But Dale, even in that conversation, Saban already wasn't number one, so it was still Bill already.
Okay. I mean, that's your thoughts, but somebody else could. There's probably it's an Alabama fan out there somewhere that would argue to death about that.
I'm sure
you gotta look at where Alabama was before he got there. They were career underachievers since Gene Stallings had left. They were just kind of there, and he went there and had pretty much an immediate impact. So much to the point. Look at his coaching tree that's in the NCAA right now. You got Sark, you got Kirby Smart, just to name a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in terms of
Dabo Sweeney,
it's in terms of like overall being a coach. I mean, Belichick got a pretty good tree himself, and he got his own rings in what is a harder league to do it in.
I'm pretty sure UNC got that tobacco money.
Hey, how much will MJ get involved?
Almost for sure.
That's true too.
It could be kind of a thumb at Oregon and Phil Knight.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this much. Bill, his impact is obviously going to be there. But he goes here and wins. Ultimately, this will be the finger at Brady that I went and did something what I haven't had, because Brady already upped him when he went to Tampa Bay and did it without him. And then everybody started questioning, was it Brady or was it Bill? This is Bill going to be like, I still got it.
I certainly hope him nor anyone else is thinking that, because it is not the same. That is like seeing your ex with a fucking model, but you over here with Bust Down Betty. Like, it's not the same. He's going to college to do this. It'd be cool that he could change the program around like that, but that better not be on his mind. What better be on his mind is, can I prove to the world that, yes, I can still coach, so I can go back to the NFL, get that record, and then also try to win another one to actually equal Tom Brady.
Well, I mean, look, according to what's out there right now, he agreed to a 5-year deal. So I don't think that sees him going back to the NFL.
It's 5. I thought it was 3.
It's 5. It was 3 originally. Then the last minute it came cost us 5.
Yes.
Because at first it was like 3 years, 30 million.
Yeah. Right. So 10 million a year makes sense. But 3 years didn't make sense. So 5 years, that sounds about right. So 10 million, 5 years. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he did all of that.
I know one thing. I'll be tuning into UNC games next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But especially if he got what he wanted out of that contract, I wonder if the contract says you only get what you want if you stay in it the whole 5. Because if it does, then yeah, he'll be there. But if it doesn't make him stay in for
control, or what do you mean?
It's not just control. The original contract that he gave to them, that he said that, like, or the initial offer that he gave to them was his son gets to take over the team when he leaves.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's probably in there. But I don't know if that'll be made public. Do you think that'll be made public?
I mean, I thought it. If it's already out here, I don't know how they can hide it.
Okay.
I guess they could just be like, "Nah, that was a rumor. It's not really in there." But then also, we hired his son after because we wanted to. Like, you're not gonna. What do you mean? Like,
I mean, it's been a minute since we've had like coaching waiting, right? Like, I was like, with the guy that's coaching USC right now was the last coaching waiting we had, right?
Who's
Lincoln Riley?
Lincoln Riley in Oklahoma, yeah. That's the only one that's the last one I can remember. You did have Fisher at Florida State for a while, right? But yeah, the NCAA stopped doing that, I guess. College football stopped doing it. So So okay, well we'll see what's going on with Bill next year and see if he can switch around UNC and get that thing turned around. Let's talk about the college football playoffs. We got the bracket out, and we saw some matchups here, and some people got upset by some of the matchups. So Coach, we're coming to pick on you real quick because it was said on Monday, hey, Texas ain't play nobody. And now Texas got the easiest road in the playoffs.
Factual.
Texas, lucky. Okay, I try to defend Texas a little bit. Look, listen, Coach, I'm not a Texas fan, okay? But so you go ahead and defend Texas.
It's interesting. At the holiday party, I had a conversation with one of my peers just about this same topic. So I got to layer this over. You come into the SEC any given Saturday, you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you ain't played nobody. Which one is it?
Right.
Well, admittedly, it's been a down year.
Yeah, it has.
But also, like, you play, like, did you play the cream of the crop of the SEC, or did you just play one good SEC team?
Play one good SEC team.
Twice,
and lost both times.
Mm-hmm.
The cream of the crop that you actually face from the SEC.
So the same argument I had with this guy earlier. What 2 games did Georgia lose this year?
Let me see.
A bad Alabama team.
Is it bad? I don't know if we can call them bad. But
By Alabama standards.
by Alabama standards, but we're not going standards because Saban's gone. That's not fair.
They got smoked by Oklahoma.
Smoked. A terrible Oklahoma team.
They're bad.
Who everybody else said was they ain't ready for the SEC. See, I like SEC fandom. Starting to remind me of Cowboy like fandom. You move the goalpost to whatever fits the narrative. So, what's the date on this? Hold on, let me try to see. What's the date on December the 3rd? Let's check out the strength of schedule that I'm looking at right now.
All
right.
Oof.
Texas had the 15th ranked schedule for the year in all of FBS.
Fascinating.
I was about
Fascinating.
to try to help Will out with this whole stance on Bama thing, but they did beat LSU and then had a layup of Mercer and then go to Oklahoma and get trounced. So yeah, there is really no sticking up for Bama. This is bad by Bama.
And did Georgia lose to? They lost to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is a good team this year.
Jackson
Dart.
You're saying
Ole Miss was good. You're saying LSU was good.
See how they come to us? So that whole notion of Texas ain't played nobody. Throw that shit out the window.
I said LSU is solid. They got what, eight wins?
Oh, now we solid now.
Bama got 9 wins.
Oh.
What have I said differently about LSU? I told you, you just be having voices in your head. It's not even me.
LSU ain't even ranked right now.
Right, LSU not ranked. Honestly, we're not.
Neither's A&M. And these are teams all in front of Ole Miss.
Why is A&M not ranked though?
Because they're 8-4.
A&M?
Mm-hmm. What were they ranked when they played Texas?
They were ranked. Give me a minute. I can look at that in just a second.
While you looking that up, if they beat Texas, they're playing the SEC championship game.
Yeah, they were ranked 20th, Coach.
20th. Okay, that's right. Okay.
So you got at the same time, Texas beat a lot of teams. If you get beat, you move down in the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
And Georgia kicked their ass in the first game. I will hands down give that to them. The second game, as soon as Beck got hurt, I got nervous. They had a running quarterback that they was not prepared for because they were 10 off on Beck.
Yeah.
Same thing with BC too. Feeling is mutual.
What do you say? I didn't even see it.
He did fuck Texas. We love it.
I'm looking at the SEC rankings right now.
Mhm.
Mississippi State had a rough year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did.
2-10. That's
Somebody's got to be the doormat. Okay, leave Mississippi State alone.
I'm sorry. It's just I just noticed it, and I'm like,
leave them alone. They're the doormat. That's where they belong.
They haven't
What
been
I'll
good.
say,
They ain't been good since Dakota.
Oh wow.
what I'll say about Texas in terms of why they're getting treated the way they are, also, you guys also came in so chest thumping, acting like, all right, we're bringing this team from here into the SEC. But your team is built by Sark for 3 years, like they've been planning this move. They knew this was coming. You guys got SEC talent, bro. Like, it's not like you
chicken out of egg. We came in pumping our chest because we came in getting kicked in the teeth by every team.
As you deserve for how many years you guys weren't on that level.
So they're supposed to cower down and just take the kicks in the nuts.
I just think it's a convenient year to act like, all right, well, we finally brought our team to your conference. Well, you brought an SEC team to our conference. You didn't bring a team from your conference to our conference. And your team is stacked with SEC talent. It's coached by an SEC level guy. And starts that guy. Like, you guys didn't bring in no bums, bro. What are we talking about here?
And to go with that, I don't know. I'm trying to see where they had this 15th hardest schedule because they didn't necessarily play the cream of the crop of the SEC besides for Georgia. Oklahoma didn't end up being much. A ranked, I know that they're not SEC, but they played a ranked 10 Michigan who ended up being nothing. I understand they beat the Buckeyes. Everyone shut up.
That helped because they were ranked higher than they should have been when you played them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's a good little workaround though.
They had a tough game against 25 Vanderbilt. Arkansas only won by 10. The game
Vanderbilt, huh? Who beat Alabama?
The game started off rough against Kentucky.
So this is what I'm saying. So like we can do the same thing because then so is Alabama good or not? You're calling that a good win, but you're telling me Alabama sucks.
No, I'm saying that because y'all said they ain't played nobody. It comes back to that. How can people say they didn't play nobody, but y'all said Alabama is Alabama, but they beat Alabama?
Hey, we didn't say Alabama was the same. They lost 4 games. Or 3 games. 3 games. So obviously they're not the same. And 2 of those games were bad losses. But they had some weird things going on. But it is what it is.
And they already, as of yesterday, already had 8 guys in the transfer portal.
So can we say this?
What you got?
Based on the talent on your squad, you probably should have won the SEC.
No, we deserve to lose Saturday. That's very undisciplined, messy football. 11 penalties. Sark can cry about it all he wants. 11 penalties, and I stand on it. That last interception that they threw, if number 3 blocks versus fucking celebrating, that's a pick 6.
Probably, yeah.
Which goes back to undisciplined football. You won't win in the SEC playing for or the playoffs with undisciplined football. And they might fuck around. I got them winning the first game against Clemson, but they do some shit to go out there and get beat by Arizona State.
Okay. All right. So this is according to LouisianaSports.net here. They say that Texas has a 32nd ranked strength of schedule there. This is by the end of the regular season, and this is via ESPN PI, whatever that stands for.
So what I would say is grain of salt for both lists, because
yeah,
both, mainly because for 2 lists to be that far apart, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
See, according to this one, for College Football Network strength of schedule. The schedule match was crafted carefully using as many resources as possible ahead of the 2024 season, and now it's updated with a look at who has a tougher schedule ahead of them after the 14 weeks worth of action. using a bevy of metrics such as returning production, roster projections, coach that, blah, blah, blah. So they looked at preseason, during the season, and postseason, all inclusive.
Okay.
That's probably a better way to do it. Although I do think all the preseason stuff is dumb.
Which is crap, because I've said for years, that's why I'm glad we moved to the SEC, because the SEC has a reputation, deservedly so, but at some point in time, it aids you, because you're the SEC, you're the best conference in football, you're going to get the best recruits. You're going to start off every year at the top of the list. So it's going to age you every year. So that's why I always said Texas coming to the SEC was probably their worst nightmare, because they got deep pockets. If you got a chance to go play and live in Austin versus go play and live in wherever Kentucky or somewhere is at, where you gonna go live at?
It is the most favorable place. Austin was gorgeous, so like I cannot argue with that. That campus alone is worth coming to live there, for sure.
You know, Coach, I take some kind of offense to that. Kentucky's awful close to Ohio.
Gross.
And
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get worked up, fellas. But today I just argued with that Georgia guy who told me A&M just got to the SEC. I'm like, are you a Georgia fan? Are you telling me this? Like, dude, they've been there like 12, 13 years now. And I said, you lose all credibility at that point.
You done fired and hired like 3 different coaches by then.
If he zoomed way out and is taking a way like grander picture, then yeah, they're recent. But they're not new.
No. He tried to tell me that they've only been there in the last 5 years.
But that's tripping. That's crazy.
And,
They have a
shout out to my boy Coop.
Don't they have a Heisman winner within the SEC? Over 5 years ago.
He don't came and went.
He got a whole documentary about him already. Like
Exactly.
He's far enough gone that he got a doc. Like I don't.
Oh man.
Yeah,
hey, I don't want Chris thinking I'm ignoring him. We're going to get to talking about that later on in the show, just not right now.
What's
By
that?
the way,
Do you agree with this, Coach? You would just kill the deal?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I was hoping Nessie left so y'all can get him next year. But yeah, he 2 things. He looked shook, which is crazy because when he played Alabama last year, he was cool, calm, and collected. He looked like he was the better player on the field. This year, he's shook. I don't think he's healthy. He can't move laterally. He makes bad, like that last interception he threw, that was just terrible. How do you stare down the receiver and still throw the rock? Yeah. I think right now, Sark is going to have to know you got to pull feelings to the side. If he's out there with that bullcorn again, you're going to have to run through your backup, man.
Yeah.
That threw me off. Yeah, no, Ewers looked very deer in the headlights this year sometimes.
Yep.
Okay.
He's like, he kind of turned into Will Howard.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, your team is also in the playoffs.
I don't
Ohio
know
State.
why.
You are the number 8 seed going up against Tennessee. And if you get past them, you have to face number 1 Oregon. I said, you guys got screwed because you got to face the number 1 team next. And it does not shift around based on who's the worst team that wins. Like, you're screwing Oregon too, honestly, because they're number 1 for nothing.
Dale's got a point here. They really didn't have that hard of a schedule this year, like at all.
Who? Oregon?
Oregon.
Yeah, y'all should have beat them.
No one in y'all conference.
No. The thing is, we should have, but we have a. Oh, I almost said the bad word. We have a dumbass quarterback that decided to slide when we didn't have no timeouts. What were we going to do? Actually, we had 1 timeout, and he decided to slide with 2 seconds left, which we weren't going to have no time to call timeout. So we had that game in the bag. There was a good chance, but it happened. It is what it is. But you know what? The Ohio State fan in me would love to see us beat Tennessee and go on to shock Oregon because it's at a neutral site. And I think we could do it and go on to face either Texas and or Clemson because I don't think Arizona State is going to be there. I think they're going to get beaten there in their quarterfinal. But the guy that wants a better future for his program really wants them to lose to that young Tennessee team so Ryan Day gets fired. But I can't think like that. I got to be a fan and I got to cheer on the team. I got to be Dale. I know we can win the whole thing. We got the best defense in the entire league. Best rated defense. But this offense is so talented and so good, but we're led by a moron. It's just they need to tell Brian Kelly, do what you're going to do. Not Brian Kelly, Chip Kelly, do what you're going to do, but we're going to hand over the play calling to Brian Hartline. See what Brian Hartline can do with this offense, because Brian Hartline is a genius.
Wow. I mean, look, you just hired Chip Kelly, bro. Like
The great Chip Kelly.
They lost faith in him when they lost to Oregon. Ryan Day took over the play calling after the Oregon game.
Okay.
Which is why we got considerably worse as the time went on. The offense. I know the Brian Kelly thing was hilarious. You can hold that on me for flubbing that up. But no, the Ohio State fan in me really wants us to go all the way and win it all. And big fingers. Who cares if we lost to Michigan for the 4th straight year? We can still blah blah blah. I don't care. But we know we can't do that with Ryan Day at the helm. Ryan Day needs to go. I'm done with him. I'm fed up with it, and I'm ready for something new.
You want to fire your coach that got you to the playoffs. All right. Got you. All right. The Colonel here is saying Tennessee versus Georgia in the final. Do y'all disagree?
Yep.
Well, Coach, who's going to be in the final then on your side of the bracket? Because if you guys beat him one of the first 2 times, you ain't beating him a second time.
I didn't say that. And then when you question your ass.
No, opposite side of the bracket. You're right. My bad. I apologize.
No, I think it's going to be Oregon.
Okay. Oregon versus who?
Georgia. Georgia's going cakewalk into there. Oh. But I will say, like I told this guy today, you can't be so confident. It's the playoffs. Anything crazy can happen. Because guess what? Georgia, even when Beck was in there, they looked shaky.
Yeah. But that's a big component. Beck is still hurt, right? Like he literally had his elbow hanging down or whatever.
I think he got ligament damage.
Yeah, I can't expect him to be ready to play during this quarterfinal. So I don't think their backup is that good because Beck is still playing.
Bingo. I think when he came in, that's why when Beck got hurt, I immediately said to myself, we're about to lose this game because we ain't got no film on this guy and he's a scrambler.
Yeah.
So
fighting Irish sneak in there, like Took is saying here, because that kind of makes sense here. Getting to the semis.
Dale, can I get your opinion?
Okay.
Who do you think has the easiest road to the semifinals, Texas or Penn State?
I mean, yeah, Texas.
You think? I'm not saying I don't trust SMU. I don't. We've seen them play this year, but when they went against the good competition, they fumbled the bag. They did it. That's what they did. And Penn State's no rollover. They just can't beat us. It's a known fact. James Franklin can't beat us.
So, on paper, SMU. I'm sorry, Clemson should be better than SMU because they just won a championship. So, so yeah, I see what the committee did as far as the seeding there. So yeah.
So if Penn State can't get by SMU, you think Ashton Genty's enough of a problem to where Penn State can't get by him?
Yeah, I think Penn State can win that one.
Yeah, they're just gonna stack the box and make the quarterback beat them.
Right.
All right, and then Penn State.
Now, if he goes off,
yeah,
go get him, Jerry.
and also Penn State, I think, has a really good chance against Georgia. I think on that side of the bracket, when I made my bracket and turned it in, I had Penn State going to the final. just because I thought that I think you're right, Dale. I think Texas does have the easiest road to the semifinal, but I think bracket-wise and the way that they build it up and not knowing where Beck is and being able to have just a little bit of film throughout these playoffs on the new quarterback, I think Penn State could make it all the way to the final.
Y'all got Texas in the easiest bracket. Clemson's no pushover. Tennessee's good as hell. Minus the head coach and the quarterback, he got a 1-2 punch and a hell of a defense in Ohio State. And then you still got the number one team sitting there waiting on him.
How y'all let this man get away with all this while I was gone?
Get away with what?
I got Penn State going on. Penn State can't win big games ever. They suck.
Right. You saw me shaking my head.
You know who Penn State is? Buffalo.
It's rough. But yeah, Penn State ain't going nowhere.
Oh, the Buffalo Bills. I got you. Yeah, always.
But I do agree
never
they have
gonna
a
win
pretty easy route, though.
Yeah, they're never going to win a big game.
I do agree. I agree with him that they have an easy route, but I don't see them going.
Well, then, Will, what's your opinion? Do you think Texas still has the easiest road, or do you think Penn State does?
How you feel about Tennessee, Will?
As in, do I think they're going to win?
Mm-hmm.
I think in this moment,
too young.
Nico's real young, man. Like this is going to be, I'm not saying he can't do it. He got the talent, but I saw a few things over the year that he's going to have to fix, and I don't know if he's going to be able to fix them for this game. So, well, we'll see. I like the team, but they got a great running game. That team's scrappy. But they probably shouldn't have lost 2 games this year despite their youth. SMU has the easiest route because that's kind of true. So when you're picking Penn State to have the easiest route, I don't know, why aren't you picking SMU to have the easiest route? Because Penn State's the team that we know cannot finish. They never finish. They cannot play in big games.
But I think it's going to be hard for them to beat them in Happy Valley.
Probably right, but I still would not. I don't think anybody here, despite what Jake picks, I don't think they put money on Penn State.
True.
Because that team they're notoriously chokers in big moments. Franklin, I don't know what it is about that guy.
So you got 2 chokers going on at it in the first round between SMU and Penn State.
I don't know why do we call SMU a choker?
They just got here.
They just got here. There's not even any data to say that.
And even though they dropped their egg in that game, they showed a lot of cojones to come back to even make it a game Saturday night.
You calling the Seattle Kraken chokers? We ain't seen a game.
By the way, if anyone wanted to know, right now Tennessee is a plus 230 underdog.
10 years. Yeah, well, that makes sense with Ohio State. Yeah, of course.
I'm calling Oregon versus Notre Dame.
Best defense in the nation. They better be underdogs.
In the finals?
Yes.
Will, did you hear what I said about
Oregon versus Notre Dame?
My whole crazy spiel about Ohio State?
I can see that, Dale.
Yeah, I heard everything. That's why I left.
Good. Oh,
I will say this. The committee is not slick, though.
What you mean?
Who?
We might not want to see it, but it could be possibly a three-peat of a game.
Oh yeah,
Texas and right. that's probably gonna happen
because that's why they put them on 2 sides of the brackets. Yeah, yeah.
Who wants that trilogy? I mean,
who's your championship, Will?
Oh, who I think gonna win it all?
No, just the 2 teams in the championship.
Oh, 2 teams in the championship. Yeah, I think Texas gets there. I think they're gonna have.
That's true, Bobby.
What? I didn't see what you said.
Oregon versus Notre Dame in the finals. Oregon wins 63-7 because Notre Dame is the other choker in the bracket.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I saw Notre Dame. Can I tell you what I first thought when I saw Notre Dame in that bracket, where they were? I was like, oh, shout out to Indiana, because I don't believe in Notre Dame.
They might shock them.
But Indiana is the king this year of we haven't played a soul. So
they are the Minnesota Vikings from 2 years ago.
Yeah, it might even be worse than that. But yes, it's like they played no one.
But the Vikings were coming back from like down every halftime and winning. Crazy fashion, though.
Yeah, but I got in the championship game. I probably got I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna set it up for that, unless some miraculous bullshit. Although I do wonder because of the quarterback situation with Georgia. But if
that's why I'm not picking Georgia because
but is the backup healthy or is he done too?
He's healthy.
Backup's gonna be healthy to play.
But he's a true freshman, right?
I don't
think so. Maybe
a red shirt.
Yeah, and I just think he poses a huge threat being able to move. Also, I think he may have that what I always talk about when you're just too stupid to be scared. Like he just doesn't know what he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what he doesn't know. Like he's so ignorant to how the stage that he's on, he couldn't even possibly be scared enough.
Gunnar Stockton is his name. Let me see it.
Man named Gunnar?
Yeah.
He's a red shirt sophomore.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with the red. Holy shit.
Former 5-star recruit and Gatorade Georgia Player of the Year in high school.
They all were.
He holds several state records in passing and rushing.
What state? Ohio?
Georgia.
Yeah.
I can't stand you.
There we go. All right, let's move to our next topic then. Since we've got all of our playoff predictions, let's talk about Ohio passing. They're trying to pass a law to make it a felony to plant a flag in the horseshoe. At the 50-yard line, pretty much.
Wimps.
Full circle, whole ass bitches.
So the law is just introduced right now, right? So there isn't a lot of hope for the bill actually getting passed in the law because the General Assembly is going to wrap up next week. So the bill just got introduced. They're not going to vote on it. So they have to reintroduce it again and do the whole voting thing. But we'll see about the next General Assembly and see if they voted into law. I could see something like this passing because, hell, at the end of the day, who does it affect? The visiting team. So there you go. I can see it getting passed. So yeah, it's
what do you say?
He says raining in my house.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, typically
This is some Texas stuff though, Coach. Like I could see the General Assembly like passing this stuff like the next day in Texas. They call a special session. And governor signed it right there on the 50-yard line or whatever.
Hot Wheels. Yeah, I see Professor Egg signing it.
Yeah.
He said dumb. What's dumb? Colonel Cadmium.
I think you're talking about this law being trying to be passed.
Okay, yeah. I should have just looked at the goddamn screen.
Okay, so let the guy from Ohio say something, all right?
Yes, please do.
Do we have to?
I guess we don't. Goodbye.
Peace, Canadian.
Damn, that hurts. Yeah,
Take your kids off my lawn.
This is the host of all.
Who is this, by the way? Anybody know who this is?
That's great.
Who's the Colonel Cadmium? Also, that's the
great Colonel.
I hate English. Why does that say Colonel? I hate English.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
Sorry.
This is the host of all host energy I've ever seen in an entire hoish state of Ohio. If you say Ohio, there's ho in it. This is literally, why are we acting like we got small areas?
Yeah.
I hate this. Like, you lose, you take the loss. At first, when I heard the interview and I heard the Michigan players say, learn to lose, I was like, well, learn to win. Don't do this and that. And then it just carried on. I'm like, the more and more you say, the more and more you do, you just look like a bunch of sour babies. Get over it. There's always next year, okay? I know it hurts. It sucks. I don't like losing either as much as you. But to do this,
that's salt in the wound.
I'm embarrassed to be from Ohio because of this.
Also, I think this game is so geared towards being a warrior, and you're on the tundra and you're fighting, and it's just raw testosterone if we've ever seen it. And you're gonna make these motherfuckers like shake hands and be buddies after when we sit there and get mad at the NBA players who are all friends because they're all friends. No, this is a rivalry. I hope they plant the flag again next year. I really do. I love the type of, what are the moments we remember? We remember Teague. Was it Teague lighting Owens up after he put that ball on that star? We loved it.
Yes.
And in the grand scheme of things, anybody call it T.O.? Does anybody say he cheats the game or disrespects the game? Nah, he's a fucking diva. He's annoying. But he was also one of the three greatest receivers to ever play this game. That's what we remember. We remember winning. Keep planting flags, people. Also, keep storming courts. I don't give a shit.
And wait. And
all about
that's
chaos.
Kind of annoying too now.
All about chaos.
Hold up. Wait, but if you decide to storm the court or storm the field, just make sure there's no time left on the clock.
Yes, we don't need the band is on the field ever again. No, you're right.
Yeah, because that happened way too much this year for my liking. I'm like, can we just let the game expire, please?
Yeah.
All right, Bobby.
Also, this shit got to stop. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for doing this. Y'all should really be ashamed of yourselves for this.
In response to yourself about the comment about the Louisiana governor, this is what the Louisiana governor is worried about. He's worried about a live tiger being paraded around Tiger Stadium. Okay, that's what he's worried about. Okay.
Hey, man, what about
I hope he gets out and fucking mauls your front office because why is there a tiger here?
Well, the governor of Louisiana, he campaigned on getting a live tiger back into Tiger Stadium per tradition, and people voted him in, and therefore he's making good on his campaign promise. There we go.
Well, I'm glad a politician decided to do what he said he was going to do, but instead he just puts a big ass tiger in a little ass cage. I can't stand people like that.
Hey, you know who I feel bad for though, and Coach, you should be ashamed for this. That big ass cow scaring that little bulldog. Get out of here.
Shouldn't have had him over in his area. Shame on his handlers for bringing him over there. Why would you bring an animal over there that can probably excite him?
Yeah.
And you got a 1,600-pound behemoth over there. You need to let him chill as much as possible.
Did you see how that handler handled the dog too? Yanked the leash, and you just saw that motherfucker. It was a Looney Tunes.
His life was on the line. That is a minivan with an attitude. What do you mean? You can't bring that dog over there.
Yeah, that dog's a bowling ball with a head on it. He got too much weight on the bottom. He's gonna get
Ugga. Leave Ugga alone. We will not have Ugga slander. I can't stand the Bulldogs. But Ugga, we're not going to do this here.
Bro, I had an Ugga at my house. You've seen Brutus.
I know you had an Ugga. Every day in the morning when you look in the mirror, you had an Ugga in your house.
What a dick. I see, look, this is why I don't come here. We'll just make fun of him.
When y'all arguing, Bobby's out here throwing out slinging gems.
The team not being out for the national anthem is Jeff Landy suck my ass. Yep. Hey, Bobby gonna have to switch seats at the confessionals this week. He's going crazy.
He's saying, man, like this kind of stuff they worried about, bro. And this is what you get. Oh, you get, bro.
Like, you want to switch? Because
Lexus got consequences. Here we
it's
go.
All right. Hey, it's all right. He'll just put a couple extra dollars in the collection. He's cool.
Ain't Brutus? Right, oh wait, who is the Ohio State? What is a Buckeye, by the way? Fucking weirdos.
It's a great dessert.
Yeah, that's why you keep getting eaten.
Buckeye. Buckeye.
It's hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. You want to know? I got this one year, and I never wore it, and I realized why. I got a necklace.
Ohio State necklace?
With a bunch of nuts on it, so I don't wear it.
He got a puka shell nut chain. That's crazy.
Nut neck.
Exactly, nut neck.
All right, let's talk about the portal,
Yes, sir.
because the transfer portal give it, and the transfer portal damn sure take it away. Now, this has been the most interesting story I've seen so far regarding the portal.
Okay.
Okay, so this Florida player, his name is Jack Pyburn.
You're doing
Or
great.
whatever.
Sure, it's not
Yeah.
JQ off.
It's your
You're
team. I
doing
don't care.
great.
6'3", 265 edge rusher.
So the he hit the portal. Now the story behind him hitting the portal is because he wanted guarantees. He wanted $45,000 a month, guaranteed starting position at outside linebacker, guaranteed to play on third downs, and more snaps in the rotation. Florida
Double
was
barrel.
willing to agree, so he was like, "I'm out."
Nobody's going to agree to that. Double barrel.
And one for the road. Because like, nah.
The fuck out of here.
What you think about Billy's decision here to be like, "Nah, fam"?
I think he sets a good precedent here. That you're not gonna come in here and think you're gonna just be a GM from the field. This is not how it's going down, man. You're not. But hey, look.
Call him fake bars. It's messed
Fake
up,
bar.
man.
The bars. Remember
Man,
the
probably a
bars?
player, man.
Yeah, whatever. Like, what is 4,500 a week? Someone math whiz. Where's Wu-Tang when you need him?
45K a month.
Maybe
45K a month. I mean, look, it's not too much. You're not asking for too much.
Yeah.
That's 11,250 a week.
Wait, no. A month, you mean?
You said 45,000?
40,000 a year. $500,000.
Wait, he wanted how much?
$500,000 a year.
No, but he wanted how much it was per game or week?
Per month. 45K per month.
45. Oh, 45,000. I thought you said 4,500. Nah, he can go. We don't need you, bud. We don't need you, bud. Have fun. We build a program over here. We want winners. We want to win.
Look, Bryce Underwood getting $3 million a year.
Plays quarterback.
It's a guy to go get the quarterback.
Guess
Simple
what?
as that.
You know why it's important to pay? Hey, but see, that's a positive feedback loop, because you want to know why it's important to have a guy to go pay to get the quarterback? Because he's the quarterback.
And free Disney.
That's right, doggone.
And free Disney's wild. Who is this, by the way?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
That's right.
What if like a massive kid with a fucking spiritual?
What if that was Chris Vick's alternate personality?
It could be.
Nah, that'd be cool.
All right, so in more Florida portal news here. All right. So these are the guys that are reported to be joining the portal. I won't even look at the walk-ons, because what the walk-ons doing in the portal? Like, he's never coming out the portal, bro. Like there was a fact like that, like 30,000 players hit the portal or something like that. And the majority of these players never get out of the portal.
On Monday. They open the portal on Monday morning.
Is it like, does it the other side of it like the moon? And if you don't get picked up, you just gotta fucking stay there. Like,
you stay there, bro. Yeah.
You're in purgatory.
Yes.
Now,
go get a job.
Now, if they go to the portal, the coach has the option, if they don't get picked up, has the option to continue they can bring them back on, and they can bring them back on scholarship for the spring semester, but it's at the coach's discretion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull that back up. I'll pull it up. The most notable. Oh, actually, no, you pull it up. The most notable name for me in this list.
Gavin Hill.
Who?
Gavin Hill.
Yeah. Gene was pretty good. He was supposed to be like part of the next wave of receivers because two of our two leading receivers are graduating. So he was supposed to be kind of like the next. He was supposed to be the next guy up, and then with him, the freshman from this year. But we're not gonna really miss Gene. He's okay, but we got guys coming in that I'm not really worried about this. And then other than that, I mean,
I'm looking at Jakeem Jackson,
the tight end, Jakeem. Yeah, because he was probably our best corner, but also he was hurt at times. I don't think he played a lot.
Why are you looking at him there? Because he's predicted to go to LSU.
Come on down, baby.
bro wants our leftovers. You can have it.
Sloppy seconds, Dale.
That's what the portal is. That's what the portal is.
Well, not always. Like when
not nowadays.
Not all. Yeah, because when
Caleb ultimate free agent.
When Caleb goes to USC, that ain't like hand me downs or second. He chose them to go play with that coach. But I get what you're saying. Boardingham, I guess we thought he was gonna be a little something that tight end, but yeah, I'm not really super mad. Anything on the O-line, I don't want to lose, though. Even if they weren't great players, I just don't like losing O-linemen because I think it's a position that requires you to stick around.
Kristen Williams, 6'4", 309, interior offensive lineman.
And then Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, okay.
Yeah. So.
Come on to Austin, young man. Come on to Austin.
Yep.
We kind of print out on a college level. We print out like edge rushers, so we'll be okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Y'all do.
Our D line's always stacked, except for the few years with what coach was that? I forget his name. The guy before Mullen, fucking Mullen.
Oh yeah. I heard he didn't like recruiting pretty much.
He didn't, and it showed on the roster, but also like it was tough because he's super likable. He's actually
I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all.
What happened now?
Laughing at your comment. He did, and he showed on the roster.
The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, we were bad. Look, we were like, our guy was like Driscoll. Like Jeff Driscoll was leading our team, and we thought we were supposed to be good. I mean, he's in the league, but he sucks. And Trask is no better.
Mm-hmm.
I like Trask better than Driscoll, though.
All right, let's move to Ohio State's transfer portal here. This
not
is
too bad for them.
It doesn't even matter.
Yahoo. Jake, you had time to look at your list here, and
I know Devin Brown's leaving. That's the only one that I saw.
Got Miles Walker, tackle. Devin Brown, as you spoke of. Kojo Antwi, wide receiver.
Antwi's fast as hell, but guess what? He barely saw the field to begin with. That team's stacked.
Jaden Ballard and Gabe Powers.
Was Ballard the cornerback?
Wide receiver, 6'2", 195. 4-star.
There was a corner I thought that we lost, but that might have been a recruit.
Yeah. You lost a tackle, a quarterback, 2 receivers, and a linebacker. That's all you have for right now.
They won't even remember his name at linebacker. They don't care. That defense is pretty good. And then the other guys they lost were receivers, and they lost the receivers because that room is so full.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, though. If Devin Brown goes off and has a Kyle McCord type career somewhere, it's just going to piss me off about this Will Howard shit more.
Okay. You love Kyle McCord. It's weird.
I do. No, Kyle McCord went off. He went off, had a better year than Will Howard could have dreamed of. If Ryan Davis,
where'd he do it?
Hold on.
Wasn't Joe Burrow at Ohio State as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's an Ohio kid.
But he was there during the Stroud years.
Gotcha.
But again, no.
Why didn't he stay?
Who?
Why? I forgot why Burrow left there.
Because Stroud was there.
No, it was another guy, but yeah, it was somebody else won a job.
Before him, it was Fields.
Yeah, it might have been.
It might have been Fields.
Fields, yeah.
Yeah, because Fields still on a rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Fields won a job out there. Mm-hmm.
So he just
won out. I think we got Fields from Georgia.
Fucking Burrow won. He went on to fucking break SEC records with 2 of the greatest receivers Of all time, I'm ready to say it already about those two in the NFL.
Yeah, you guys are welcome for that Big Ten quarterback in LSU, Dale.
He's right.
Welcome. I mean, we had to recruit him and pay him. We got him.
So if it was the other way around, you'd be like, "You're welcome," despite all those.
Y'all give them to us. Dude, we took them.
Sloppy seconds, huh?
That's right. Sloppy seconds. There you go. Come full circle.
Dale go last at the orgy.
Here we go. Yeah, well, I'm going last here because, well, not last, but so this is our list. It's small because it has a lot of people on it. So
God, go.
Yo, why is everybody running for the hills from out of the
listen, I don't understand.
Oh, hey, no, I got you, Will. Brian Kelly.
Not enough.
So the ones I'm really surprised by is like guys who were like integral parts of the offense, like CJ Daniels. He's just like, I'm out. They're like, what's
he's
the
like,
deal?
wait, Nuss is coming back. I'm gone.
It don't make no sense. And then a lot of these guys we were seeing leave were just brought in the 2023 class. And that was
a Georgia kid, huh?
Huh?
He's a Georgia kid, huh?
Who's that?
CJ Daniels?
I don't know. We got him from Liberty.
Lil Burn, Georgia.
Yeah, we got him from Liberty last year in the transfer portal. And so surprised to see him go. Not surprised to see a guy like Ricky Collins go backup quarterback. You know, he played 2 years for LSU. He want to get on the field. I get that. Go do your thing. The guys like Landon Abieta, you know, guy's been hurt pretty much his entire LSU career. I understand. Go find somewhere to play. Cool. And we, you know, guys like J.K. Johnson transferred from Ohio State and still ain't never seen the damn field. I've yet to see what he looks like in the uniform. So he's out there in the portal, man. But I hate losing guys like Kamorian Pipton, the tight end. Big pass catching wide receiver. That's what he is, but he's playing tight end. That's what he's probably doing, moving to a school where he can actually just play receiver. Instead of trying to play tight end, because he doesn't want to block at all. So I understand that. But yeah, LSU is going to be in the market for some guys because we got openings. We got nothing but a.
Did we lose Dale?
No, he muted himself.
Read this list, oh no, he lost his volumes. Voluming.
Dale, you're muted if you can hear me. You're
muted
muted
yourself, bro. Hey, this thing on? Does he not realize?
I think he does now.
No, I even yelled.
He's a hostage.
Yeah.
Blink twice if you need help. He just pops back up with the newspaper with the date on it. And a note.
Yeah, no, my headphone died earlier. I'm like, I think that might have been what happened to him. I think his headphone might have died unless recorded.
He'll be like, send Nutella.
You said send Nutella. Bring it around town. So looking at, yeah, he's right. They got a lot of guys that they're losing. Defensive linemen, he's not even rated. The highest rated person that they're losing is Kamorian Pimpton, tight end, 6'6", 242. And cornerback J.K. Johnson, 6'1", 185.
Everybody loves that. Everybody loves that tight end. Someone's going to gain a good player out of that.
Jair Brown's a 4-star that's leaving the cornerback. I got a lot of guys on this list, man. You got a quarterback that's leaving. 6'2", 205, Ricky Collins.
Well, look, I could have sworn Nussmeier was leaving, and that's where Aaron Nolan of Ohio State was going to end up because they need a quarterback bad because Nussmeier's not that good. That's just my
God dang
opinion,
it,
though.
man.
But
This
I
is-
do think that Ohio State's Aaron Nolan should be entering the transfer portal any day now because Julian Sand's the next man up. So I said Nussmeier's probably gone, so that's where Aaron Nolan's going to end up because that'd be a great
Nah, Nussie's
quarterback
staying.
for
He
them.
said it. I think he said he's staying.
Who?
Big Nuss.
Yeah, he is staying. That's
Yeah.
why I don't know where Aaron Nolan's going to end up now. I don't know who needs a quarterback now.
Plenty of schools. Almost all of them. It seems like. Thomas Castellanos. I think he signed for his last year of eligibility with Florida State.
Hmm.
So dumpster fire with the same colors he was just wearing. Fascinating.
He should have just kept his ass at BC.
I'm saying. But nah, he can't now because they're not gonna he's done. They decided to move forward with somebody else.
Man, he was fun for those first 5 weeks of football.
He was little Kyler and then very much not Kyler.
Did you mean that by the little part, or was that just a nice throw in?
No, he's basically Kyler size. Thomas
He's diet-
Castellanos is like 5'10".
He's Diet Kyler.
Fair enough. That sucks. So yeah.
So let's look at my Longhorns.
We lost Dale forever, I think. Oh, there he is.
Oh, man.
Dale's
Maybe
back.
just an emblem.
The camera died.
It all died, apparently,
Every damn thing died. That's what happened.
including his
I had
hopes
to
and dreams.
totally restart my
Was
computer.
that an update?
I had to totally restart.
How many games did LSU win this year?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Streamies got sick of seeing Dale's face. That's what happened. Did
Uh,
I say Stream East when I meant to say StreamYard?
Okay. Did y'all respond to the whole LSU's transfer portal crap?
Just that sucks to suck.
Okay, cool. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. There we go. Now we're going to Texas transfer portal.
The biggest one that hurts,
Okay.
Aaron Bryant, defensive lineman.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
Okay. Was he a starter or?
I believe he was.
All right.
Or he was definitely in the rotation.
Yeah.
Tio Ali Save, was he any good? Them Hawaiians usually be good, man. He gotta be Hawaiian.
Didn't touch the field.
Mm.
He probably transferred him because of Colin.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do.
Bledsoe didn't get much playing time. Cole, yeah, he had his moments. Jonte Cook, he may end up at A&M. He's a local kid from DeSoto, but I heard that was more to do with there was an incident, allegedly an incident between him and the coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was upset with playing time, from my understanding. But he's been gone. I think he actually left the team about probably a fucking month ago.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was the guy that left a long time ago. That's right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that before. Okay. All right. Well, look,
We'll be all right, though.
This
But
is just the people
we eat in the portal.
to be in now. So yeah.
I give Sark props on that. He eats in the portal. That's how he revamped that passing game last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what do you think the since the way the portal has been going, how do you think teams are going to start maneuvering the portal versus national signing game? Because I mean, honestly, I'm just going back to LSU with 23. Like, we're really excited about this recruiting class. Well, hell, like a bunch of them they're now in the portal now, and so do you think more schools will put more resources toward portal versus high school recruiting?
Both. Here's why. Now that you got the NIL involved, these kids are shopping themselves down. They have the opportunity to be an undrafted free. I mean, unrestricted free agent every year now. With that being said, I think the byproduct of this is going to be, though, as these teams like back in the day, like the Alabamas, the Floridas, the Ohio States that had like 2-3 deep kids waiting, that won't be the case anymore. You're going to see this constantly rotating, but the good schools are still going to get those top tier players, but it's going to put more pressure on their recruiting portion of it to try to get that backfill in.
Yeah.
You know who's going to eat in the portal, like buffet line in the portal? Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he's going to cherry pick.
Because he does that in the NFL. Anybody who plays good against him is on the team next year, if he can help it.
Yeah.
And he's also going to be really good at finding those diamond in the rough. You're going to see a 2-star look like a 5-star.
Because position, like situational football, he's the best. So
my only question about UNC and what they did, like they waited till after National Signing Day to do this.
Yeah,
it's because the signing period is so early. That's the problem with it.
Can you imagine the fanfare he would have had though if he had had a chance to get in and actually do what he needs to do?
Yeah,
because they knew Mac Brown was gone 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they should have been more aggressive with it. I agree.
That's
we were aggressive going to get Brian Kelly.
That could have also been a Belichick decision though, because he needed to make sure he got everything he wanted out of the deal.
That's fair enough. That's good assessment there. You're right.
And if he's the one stressing it and making it go that far, I'm sure he's already done the math on how much time he needs to spend, and that if he can skip a signing day and just go straight into. I assume he was just like portal. I'm going to portal this first year out. Whatever recruits we get. But other than that, I'm going to recruit ours to stay. I'm going to hit the portal, and our first year is just going to be duct tape and cardboard. But after that, that's when we really start building. The first year is more about the program, like implementing his program. You're not going to necessarily get the players you want, especially because, like you said, it started too late.
Yeah, Prime's first year at Jackson and Colorado were nothing to brag about. So it takes a year to get in the full swing. Get your own recruiting through.
And mind you, his first year at Colorado wasn't great, and he brought half the team that he had at Jackson. Mm-hmm. So he had guys in his system. So yeah, Bill's gonna get plenty at least 5 years of it.
Yeah, for sure. You got a 5-year deal. But what about you, Jake? If Ohio State if you were in charge of the way Ohio State handled things, would you spend more money on high school recruits, or would you spend more money in the portal?
I mean, I'm not trying to piggyback off of it, but I'm kind of with Coach. You got to be able to even them both out.
Okay. Because
you know that you can dedicate money towards the transfer portal. That's how they did it this year. They spent $20 million basically on a defense and like 2 offensive players. But they also have a lot of their core team that was recruits. You fill in the holes where you need them. If you know you're losing something or you know you're weak at something, you go out and you pick it up if you can. If you can't recruit it or you don't think that your recruits are going to be ready to play by that point. I think there needs to be a combined effort at both with 2 different sets of recruiting. Like you have your NIL recruiters and you have your high school recruiters. You need 2 different sets doing the same thing.
Can you enter the portal more than once?
Yes.
What you can't do is this SEC. You cannot get in the portal in the spring window and transfer to another SEC school.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd probably spend a little more time in that portal than I would, because the guys are so ready to leave anyway. They're like, even the guys you go out and get on your own are likely to leave unless you're winning big games and they're starting. I just feel like the transfer portal. I also think he'll be more successful with the transfer portal just because they're a little older. They've already been in college football, and they've either been in a situation that was bad or not as good as they hoped for. And I think Bill will be able to take advantage of that, especially because he's going to have a lot of opportunity on the field on his team. He's going to offer guys a lot of playing time, but also tell them, look, you're going to go to the league if you come in. So I don't know. I think he's going to eat more in the portal than he will.
But
I
let's
would
look
too.
at a team like Oklahoma. Last year they ran Dylan Gabriel off pretty
Mhm.
much to start Jackson Arnold at quarterback. Now guess what?
He's
Jackson
gone.
Arnold in the portal.
He's gone.
So when you do these things, I mean, how can you rebound your program when the most important position is
My recruiting would be pretty top heavy. A lot of 4 and 5 stars. I recruit them heavy, and then fill out the team through the portal if you can with whatever other recruits 2 and 3s.
You use the portal to get the positions that you couldn't recruit.
Basically.
Okay. Yep, TJ Finley has played for like 20 different teams in his college career.
That's terrible, man.
Transfer portal, baby, get out.
Sometimes, I've always since they've started having the ability to do this, I was like, I like it on the side with the kids, gives them opportunity because sometimes a kid picks the wrong school.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this guy, 5 teams and probably that many years, at this point in time, it's probably you, man.
Bro, for real, it's you. It's
or
you.
he's one of them guys that or girls who do this in relationships. They just love the honeymoon phases and then they get about that relationship. He might just really love that honeymoon phase.
Oh, he for the streets.
You heard?
And also the guys that are getting the injury here too. Like if you're getting injured that much, maybe it's just time to hang up the cleats.
This madness started around 2020. With all these super red shirts.
Most of our madness started around 2020, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
You keep that Ungala away from Ohio State. We don't want them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You do. This is TJ Finley's path. It just gets worse, right?
Auburn,
you start off at LSU, you go to Auburn, then you go to Texas State, then Western Kentucky. And like last year, he wasn't even starting at Western Kentucky.
It can't get better if you're leaving. If you was good.
Another guy. Another guy who's got more time than him that also entered the transfer portal looking for, I think it's either a 6th or a 7th year next year.
Is Bo Nix still in college?
That'd be funny. That's really good comedy. I like that. No, it's Cade McNamara. He was at Michigan and he went to Iowa and he's going off for another.
When I heard that Cade McNamara was still in college football, blew me away because I remember it felt like a decade ago that he was starting for Michigan.
West Mercer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is he 30? Because he should be 30.
He's the Brandon Whedon.
Yeah, but at least Whedon was a Mormon, right? Was that his problem?
He did
something.
Yeah, he did a Mormon mission or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Gabriel just break Bo Nix's record for starts?
Did he?
I think he did.
Okay.
He started in 2019 at UCF.
Right.
Some of these guys have been in college as long as I've been out of high school. Good Lord.
Grown ass men. They got kids in a lower credit score.
It's a job, man. They paying money.
He's about to he'll be 24 this month.
Yeah. There are guys suing for extra years in college, bro, because they're making money.
Wasting all that money on a lawyer just to try to make it all back. Unbelievable.
He spent 3 years at UCF, 2 years at Oklahoma, 1 year at Oregon.
Yeah.
6 years of college. That's crazy.
I'm interested now. I want to see how long Cade's been in college.
2 decades.
Basically.
He's a grandfather.
Yeah, exactly. Probably after college. Hell yeah. If I didn't got $4 million in college, I should be
good. He's gonna be in college when his grandkids are there. All right, let's see.
The problem with getting $4 million in college is you're getting $4 million in college.
Yes, they're all driving Lamborghinis and stuff like
so
that.
So stupid. Hey, what do they say? Youth is wasted on the young.
Cade McNamara is 24 years old. He was at Michigan in 2019, and he just left Iowa looking for a transfer portal year.
Oh yeah, Rising. Yeah, Rising has been.
Oh yeah, Cam Rising been around forever.
8 years, bro. 8 years.
Yeah, I saw it said there 7-year comeback. It's crazy. Wasn't there a tight end who's in there like 8 or 9, something stupid?
Yeah, Miami or something like that.
The Oregon
I've
one,
seen that on
right?
ESPN.
Yeah, it's wild.
You're a grown man out there playing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cam Rising.
He got a 401k.
Hey, coach, you should know this. Cam Rising started off at Texas.
Cam Rising.
Utah quarterback.
When was he there?
2018. 2018, it says.
Damn.
Damn.
I was still skinny.
Damn, that's a long time ago. I had a whole
And
like
he just hit the portal, right?
Yeah.
He redshirted his only year at Texas and then transferred to Utah in 2019 after redshirting.
Oh, he might be coming back to Utah.
He was injured most of the year this year, so he's got another year of eligibility.
Yeah. He might be coming back to Utah.
Bunch of Van Wilders.
Absolutely. Super seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they're saying current expectation is that he will not return to Utah. So
To my Cam?
Probably is hitting the portal.
Oh, he's classified as a senior, so he's done. He's 25.
Yeah, he hit the red shirt for his injury.
The redshirt senior.
Yeah.
25. He'll be 26 in the spring, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I told y'all.
It's a job, baby.
Car. Hey, he can rent a car.
So
right.
You know why? You know why I don't recognize him? 2019. Wasn't that the Charlie Strong years?
Yeah.
Those some bad years, man.
That'll give you some emotional damage.
Dale, I just sent you a picture on Facebook Messenger. Put it up for us, please. I'm not demanding.
It better be Cam Rising in the rocking chair.
Oh no, this is great. Just wait till you see this.
Okay. I share on again. Oops, hit the wrong button.
Jake be so hyped for his jokes. I love it.
No, it's not a joke. It's like a side-by-side comparison of something that's hilarious.
Oh, 2019, that was the Tom Herman years. That was really bad.
They came out of high school together, Clemson at Tech, and then one at Texas, one at Clemson, then Clemson, then Utah, then Clemson, then Utah, then the Jaguars, then Utah. That's crazy. Go down more. Jaguars, Utah, more Utah. He just lives there.
That's crazy, man.
Did you see the
Utah native?
Did you see the bottom part right there? We'll probably
for another season of college.
We'll probably still play for the Jaguars. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
He's had 2 separate college careers.
Yeah.
Full college careers.
Like the whole thing. And he doesn't have any records. How?
Yeah.
Because he's been injured for most of them.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, at this point, he gonna be like
go get a job, bro. Go get a job, bro.
At some point, his body's gonna break down because he's a 30-year-old quarterback. Like,
yeah.
With the haircut he's got, he looks like a professional bull rider.
Yeah. He could be the first dude getting load management in college.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's gonna wrap up the show for this week. Next week we're gonna be talking more about the college football playoffs. Since Coach is the only team, Coach and Jake, y'all the only 2 good teams in the playoffs. Gonna be expecting you guys to break down these matchups, and of course we'll have more foolishness like we always do. But we'll bring y'all some more coverage for a senior citizen discount.
I was gonna say tune in next week. We'll see if Cam Rising gets AARP.
That's great. That was great.
Colonel beat me to it.
Yep. All right. So next week, we'll break down the playoffs and everything like that, and give you some more college football talk. So we'll see y'all next week. We out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSN Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.